Once upon a time, in a little town, there lived a family called the Smiths. They had a small, cozy house that had been in their family for a very long time. While the outside looked nice, inside they had some big problems to face. First, there was a leak in the kitchen sink. Water would keep dropping from the tap, and it made a puddle that never went away. It was annoying, and they did not know how to stop it. Mr. Smith tried fixing it, but it was too hard for him to do on his own. Then, Mrs. Smith had a problem with the lights. Sometimes, the lights would flicker, and the house would go dark. It was scary, especially at night. They had to use candles and flashlights when this happened, and it wasn't very fun. The roof was also causing trouble. When it rained, water would come inside the house. It made a mess, and they had to put buckets to catch the water. They did not know how to fix the roof, and it worried them a lot. The youngest member of the family, little Tommy, had his own problem. His bedroom was always so cold. Even with lots of blankets, he still shivered at night. They didn't know why his room was so chilly, but they wanted to find a way to make it warm and cozy for him. The Smiths decided they could not ignore these problems any longer. They all sat together and talked about what to do. They thought of ideas and asked for help. A nice person who knew about sinks came to their house. He looked at the kitchen sink and found the problem. He fixed it, and now the sink did not leak anymore. The Smiths were happy to have a dry kitchen again. Next, an expert in lights came to check their electrical system. He saw that some wires were broken, so he replaced them. Now, the lights worked perfectly, and the house stays bright all the time. To solve the roof problem, the Smiths called a roofer. He found where the roof was damaged and put new materials to stop the water from getting in. When it rained again, the water stayed outside where it belonged. Lastly, a helpful person came to look at Tommy's room. He saw that the windows had gaps that let the cold air in. He sealed those gaps, and now Tommy's room was warm and cozy just like he wanted. With their home problems fixed, the Smiths felt so much better. Their house was a happy place once more. They learned that it is important to ask for help when they need it and not to be afraid of fixing things. From that day on, the Smiths took good care of their home. They made sure to check for any issues regularly. They knew that by working together and finding solutions, they could make their home a wonderful and trouble-free place to live in.